to my channel, and today's video is going to be a little shopping trip with me to IKEA. Yes, I'm going for a little shopping trip this evening to one of my favourite places, IKEA, and I thought I would take you along with me for the journey and to see what I find, and also show you some of the things that I've bought when I get back. So before I go any further, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also drop me a little comment below and let me know if you enjoyed this IKEA shopping trip and what your favourite item was. So I'm trying to be a little bit strict tonight. I do have a list. I do think when you go to IKEA, it is important to go with a list and of course a measuring tape. I know that they have them there, but I do prefer to take a proper one with me. So my list is a little mix of kind of organisational products. I need some products to help me organise a bit better, a couple of outdoor products, and possibly some picture frames as well, because I'm working on a gallery wall. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to try and be a little bit strict and stick to my list, but then you never know what you're going to see there. Let's get ready, grab our stuff, make sure I've got everything, including... because I'm looking for frames for prints, I'm actually going to take the prints with me to make sure that they actually fit. So I need to remember to take them. And of course, I'm going to take one of my IKEA bags with me so that I'm well prepared for all my purchases. But yeah, let's go. I've grabbed my tape measure and my IKEA bag and we are off. We're off to the Lakeside branch of IKEA. That is my nearest one. I've got some snacks for the car. And yeah, we went on a Wednesday evening and I am definitely going again. It was so quiet. First up when we got there was of course the restaurant. We needed some fuel for our shopping trip, so I headed straight and got a slice of my favourite cake. This stuff is absolutely delicious. And then of course we had to have meatballs. No trip to IKEA is complete without a plate of meatballs. And then we headed off to wander around the showrooms. I love going around the showrooms at IKEA. I think there's so much inspiration, so many ideas of colours and the way that you could use their products. I love this section of reusable glass products. These would be so amazing for a pantry, for organisation, really good price, and I love the shape of them. I had a really good look at this section. This is such a cute little outdoor space and it's so small, perfect inspiration for small gardens, which mine kind of is. I had a quick look at the rug that they had here to see if I liked the look of it, the colour, the texture, put it on my mental wish list. Not sure about it, but you never know. Then this unit, I am so desperate for an open glass unit one day. I'm tempted to get hold of one of the IKEA Billy bookcases and do a bit of a hack on it. I've seen so many and I would love to do my own. I feel like IKEA's got some amazing new pieces that are much more kind of vintage and antique looking. They look so expensive. Beautiful brushed brass handles. I really love the shape. And speaking of love, this is one of my favourite kitchens here. Me and my boyfriend absolutely adore this kitchen. And maybe one day when we've got a house, this will be our inspiration for our kitchen. Then it was on to Marketplace and I started hunting for some of my storage items. I grabbed some of these plastic boxes. They are so cheap and affordable. They come in loads of different sizes and depths. I was measuring up for some plastic tubs to go in my recycling unit. I couldn't find anything that's the right shape, but it's a shame because there were so many nice ones. I did pick up this chopping board. You'll see that a little bit later. That's my boyfriend. Bit camera shy. I don't think you'll ever see him on camera, but he was happy to push the trolley. I also spotted my blinds. So any of you who follow me on Instagram or TikTok might have seen these blinds go a little bit viral because I hung them in my rented house. They were also in my 5 renter-friendly products last week. This is the colourway that I have, the green striped. Then I headed into storage and organisational section. This is one of the best sections, great for storage boxes, from plastic to cardboard, clothing storage, and I had a few storage items on my list. Okay, quite like these, but I need to measure them. Can't get it out! Annoyingly, these are too wide, so they're not going to fit either, which is a shame. I like this dip at the front for getting your recycling in.
I eyed up these scub storage units. These are great for smaller accessories like belts and things. I decided they weren't quite deep enough for what I needed. I also had a quick nosy at, well, not the cuddly toys, but some of the cushions. They had some really cute cushions, but I'm not in the market for cushions at the moment.
Trying to find frames for this artwork in here. It's quite a particular shape. I want to frame it quite long and thin. Can't actually find anything in here at the moment. Too many frames to choose from. Ooh, faux plants. Is it a faux plant? That wasn't a very successful hunt for frames there. Kids look at me very disapprovingly because it took ages, but couldn't find anything.
And then we headed into outdoor rug. So I really wanted to come home with an outdoor rug. I kind of like the size of this one, but it was just a little bit too brown for me. I decided it was not the right sort of colour. I wanted something natural and a bit beigeier. So I headed over to the other section. I really liked this one. This was a really nice beige colour. I really liked the weave on it. I had seen it on somebody else's Instagram, so I gave it a quick measure, had a look at the price and decided this was the one I wanted. This is my little happy dance because I finally chosen, and so I made my boyfriend grab it. We got it in the trolley and we headed towards the exit, but we couldn't leave until I went into my favourite place, and that is the Circular Hub. If you've never been in the Circular Hub, you really need to go. It used to be called Bargain Corner, and it's where you'll find ex-display items at such a cheap price. I found those blinds at only $14.99. I nearly bought them, but I didn't. But I did snap up something, and I can't wait to show you what it was.
Okay, so let's have a little look at the things I actually purchased at IKEA. It wasn't a huge amount that I purchased. I think I was pretty strict, but also there were several things that I just didn't find. So here is my IKEA bag. This is like, you might not recognise this as an IKEA bag. You're probably expecting it to be blue, but this is one of their newer designs, which I bought last time I went. It's such a useful bag to have around. So first of all, there are a couple of things that I bought. I haven't got the exact thing that I'm going to use them for in mind yet, but I've got my thinking cap on. And that is, the first up is a Lazy Susan. I don't know if you'll all know what that is, but it is essentially a wooden disc, and underneath it has another disc that spins. And the idea is you put it on your dining table, you can have food on there and you can pivot it round. This is, I don't know what the name of this was. I will find it and put the price on screen because I can't 100% remember. But this is actually going to be for a bit of a DIY. I've seen loads of people using this item in really clever ways on TikTok and Instagram. And I want to make a little stool, dressing table stool for my beauty room, and I'm actually thinking of using the top of this. It's already beautifully cut, it's beautifully curved, and so possibly I might use it for that. But yeah, I thought while I was there, because I don't go to IKEA that often, I would pick one up and then I can keep hold of it until I decide what to do. So next up in the same kind of vein is the Rhoda armrest. This is a wooden planked armrest. It's made out of bamboo. It's designed to go on your sofa and sort of bend over whatever arm of sofa you have, and then you can place your drinks on it. Again, I've bought this item. In fact, I've bought two of this item because I've seen people using this to do some clever things with. I love a good IKEA hack. I've got a couple of them here on my YouTube. I've also got quite a few of them over on my Instagram and my TikTok. And I love the fact that you can take IKEA products and use them in a sort of quirky and original way. So this product is essentially like what's called pole wrap. And there's been a lot of DIYs recently where you use beading on furniture to create a bit of a design. And I just thought these are perfect for that. They're already kind of all attached together. You could just trim it down to size. I've got a couple of ideas for these. Again, because I was there, I wanted to just get them now so that when the idea fully forms in my head, I don't have to drive back to IKEA. But yeah, keep your eyes open for a DIY, hopefully using both of these. So then more practical purchases. I'm in the middle of doing a bit of a garden makeover. A lot of you will have watched my really big garden makeover that I did a couple of years ago. It's a couple of years since now, and I wanted to switch things up, so I am doing a bit of an upcycle of a few things, a swap around of a few things. I've got some new items. I got this amazing outdoor kitchen unit trolley thing off Facebook Marketplace, and I want to upcycle it, and I've got a pizza oven to go on the top of it, and essentially I wanted a really nice board to sit on the lower level for pizzas, for barbecuing, to either prep on or display on. And this is the, I never know how to pronounce all these names, the Skogster board. Really nice, different colourings on it. This was £13. Which I think for the size of it is really, really good. You'll have seen me pick this up in store. I did debate about it for quite a while. I am quite picky about my wood colours, and so I went through a few until I had the perfect formation of wood colours. But yeah, I think this is going to look really, really nice outside. I'm not going to keep it outside, obviously, but that's going to be its main use. But I think it would also be beautiful for like a platter, you know, for if you have guests, you could put meat and cheese and fruit and stuff on it. It would be amazing for that because it's such a good size for the price. Next up is the organisational items. This is one of the biggest things that I went there for. I have just recently made over my malm, my drawers, IKEA drawers. It's over on my Instagram and my TikTok. I do need to paint my thinner ones as well, and I was thinking of making a tutorial on how I did it here on my YouTube, so hopefully that will be coming soon. But I do need to organise the inside, and these scrub boxes are just the best. They're made to go in the malm. I always say malum, but I've been recently told it's malm. So yeah, M-A-L-M. But yeah, these boxes are designed to go in there and so that you can organise stuff. So I got one set of these so I can organise one drawer. This is going to be for clothes, pyjamas and bits and bobs. Then I have another drawer with plastic tubs in. And so one of the other things I got when I was there is 2 of these no-jig tubs, which these are so cheap. They're like £1 each. I really like the colour. The size is really, really good. These are not designed necessarily to fit into any drawers, but they do fit in the malm. So I got a couple more of these. These are great for beauty items because obviously if anything spills, you can wash them out. So absolutely perfect. So 2 of them and 1 set of the scrub. Second to last, and not very interesting at all, is a set of lint roller refills. I have a dog. Bless him, I love him to bits, but his hair goes everywhere, and I do go through a lot of these. They're not the most environmentally friendly thing. I'd like to find a much better reusable lint roller, but the price of these at IKEA is brilliant, and they're great for just popping on the end of the existing handle that I've got and getting rid of any stray lint or hair on my clothes or furniture and whatnot. And that's all that's in the bag, but my last item actually came from the circular hub. So you'll have seen me looking at outdoor rugs, and I had one in particular that I really liked, and it was £70. And I had gone with the mindset that I was going to buy it, but there was another one that I quite liked as well. I had the £70 one in my basket, in my trolley. We were on our way to check out, but I always go by the circular hub. It's a brilliant place to find ex-display stock, and usually you can get it at such a fraction of the cost. And they had the other rug that I liked there, an ex-display model for £30. An absolute steal. Now, it has been used in store. It has got a slight discolouring to it because it's been used, a couple of marks, but for 30 quid I thought I could give it a really good clean up, see, you know, how well it does, and it was worth it for 30 quid. I do think my furniture is going to be all over it. It's going to sit outside. I really didn't want to spend a huge amount of money on it, but I love the design. It's still really modern. It's not as plain as the original one I liked. This one has got stripes on it, which I hope is going to work because I've already got some pieces that have got stripes for the garden. But hopefully it was a bargain that was a good decision to make. But yeah, I love that place. I'd love to maybe make a YouTube video basically just going straight to the circular hub and picking up a couple of pieces and then trying to upcycle them or turn them into something else. I think that would be brilliant. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you would like to see. That's it, that's everything I got from IKEA. Not that huge a haul, but they were important items, some of them, and also some items that I needed for the future. So I hope you enjoyed this little trip to IKEA and everything I've bought. Give the video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Do leave me a comment and let me know if you like this kind of video. And obviously do subscribe to my channel. I've got loads more interior videos coming. And thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.